Hi, congratulations on the win and qualifying for the semi-finals. When it comes to bowling, Bangladesh, who have pretty good spinners, couldn't get the same from the surface that you managed to, especially. Was the pitch behaving differently in both innings? If so, please explain.
Well, I wasn't out there to bat, so I'm not too sure. But I think for me, I'm not trying to look too much at any other spinners. I'm just trying to bowl my best ball and try actually extract as much as I can out of the wickets. And we know sometimes they're not going to offer as much, but to have some turn and bounce today, I was really pleased to see. And I think most of our spinners, or all of our spinners, actually got the same bit of purchase as well. So you might have to ask the skipper and Phoebes if they extracted as much spin out there.
Hi Alana, Vishal from Cricinfo. When you were just about to start bowling, what were you thinking about the strategy? Because we saw you really tossing the ball up. You had 2 short covers in place at one point. You were drawing the edges, and you bowled all 10 overs in one go. So were you thinking particularly about the pace of the ball or variations or anything?
I think naturally you want to change up the pace that you bowl, and obviously as I spoke before, with the bit of spin and bounce in this wicket, I was just trying to extract as much as I can with my best ball and probably going up and down the gears of the pace. And we know that Bangladesh are quite good against spin. They play quite square of the wicket. So also just challenging them on the front foot is what I was trying to extract, and having some batters in their eye line to see if they're going to play a different shot. But I kept my plan pretty simple. I didn't want to get too bored, and we spoke about that as a bowling unit. We wanted to be really disciplined in the length that we're trying to bowl and force them to play a different shot that they're not comfortable with. So yeah, we know they're good square of the wicket. So how can we best challenge them hitting down the ground and bring our catches into play? And yeah, it's nice to always have a few more catches in amongst the bat and hopefully in their eye line. But as I said, it was just changing plans on the fly. We didn't expect it to. I probably didn't expect it to get that much spin. But once you do, it's just adjusting your plans ever so slightly, but not doing what you do well.
We also saw a number of catches put down, which some of them were really tough, but it must have been an unusual sight for you.
Yeah, I think they were all probably tough catches. I don't think there's an easy catch, and no doubt we'll definitely review that and have a look at that. We pride ourselves on our fielding and something that we want to be putting on display. So I think just with those high balls and us probably being a bit aggressive in the field, we wanted to get the players to hit over us. So to have an attacking option and players diving for the ball, we love to see that. I think that creates great energy amongst the group and a positive mindset as well. So no doubt we'd love every catch to stick, but unfortunately the nature of cricket, that doesn't happen too often. But something that we can talk about, reflect, and move on to a next game. We've got 2 pretty big games coming up against England and South Africa. So we know every chance that goes up, we'll need to grab as much as we can. But I would say, yeah, a lot of those catches were quite tough. But yeah, no doubt we won't shy away from that.
Yeah, hi, congratulations. So as you said, you are getting good purchase from the wicket, and another spinner, Georgia Verham, was withheld till 37th over. Was that constant decision, or was there any talk in between?
You'll have to ask the skipper about that. I obviously am not aware of when bowlers are going to bowl, and I actually don't know when I'm actually going to bowl. So I think our skipper is a great instinct on when to bowl players and when to bring the best out of them. So if she feels as though a player needs to be brought on at a particular time, she will do so. And I think every bowler is equipped to be bowling at any stage of the game, and I think that's the beauty of our bowling depth. We've got anyone to come on at any given time to try and make an impact, but I don't think we need to read too much into where people are bowling. I think the skipper's got the best seat in the house and is going to see what's going to be best, or what's going to be the hardest for the batters to face.
Speaking of the skipper, I'm sure it was quite fun watching that in the dugout. How ominous is this for the rest of the World Cup that she's now hit back-to-back tons?
Just incredible to see what she's done. To first of all do it against India was massive, and she was pretty bloody determined to do so. But then to not let the foot off the throat and do it against tonight, I guess, just shows where her mindset's at. And she's hitting the ball beautifully, and to have Phoebes down the other end in tandem, hitting the ball as clean as I've seen her, and to chase down a pretty big total, none down, I think that's something that's going to ooze confidence in our whole lineup, I guess. But yeah, pretty pumped for Midge to hit back-to-back hundreds, and also great to see Phoebes amongst the runs as well. I know she's pretty hard on herself, but I think tonight's going to do her a world of good, and no doubt we've got some pretty happy campers in our team at the moment.
Hi. So you spoke about being surprised with the amount of spin you were getting from the pitch. So in the break before the chase, what was the team talk like? And considering you said the spin was great, did you and the rest of the bowling unit sit down and give the openers any advice on how to navigate the surface? Not that they need any, but in general.
I think we, just as a unit, we just spoke about trying to put on a big partnership to get ourselves into the game and give ourselves a chance. And I think the difference between our spinners and the Bangladesh spinners is maybe they just bowl a bit slower, so they actually might extract a little bit more spin out of what we could. So it's being really patient and choosing your options well. And Phoebe and Midge did that incredibly well, and they showcased once you got yourself in, it was going to be hard stopping them. So a credit to them. They took all the information on board that we gave at the halfway mark, and they played an incredible innings and set the whole game up for us. And to chase a total like that with none down, as I said before, it's going to give a whole lot of confidence to the whole team and to our batting lineup.